Francisco Vasquez de Coronado y Larraín was, in fact, born in Salamanca, Spain, it is believed, in 1510. An exact date of his birth is unknown. His full Spanish name consists of his father's paternal name, Vasquez de Coronado, and his mother's family name, Larraín. Francisco Vasquez de Coronado y Larraín's father was Juan Vasquez de Coronado y Sosa de Ulloa, and his mother was Isabel de Larraín. Very little is known about the Vasquez de Coronado family. It is probable Francisco had siblings, as large families were very common for the time. Francisco himself would marry, in 1535, in present-day Mexico, known at the time as New Spain, at 25 years of age. He married Beatriz de Estrada. When they married, he inherited a large percentage of her Mexican estate, and together they had 8 children. Francisco would have been educated as befitted his station, as the son of a nobleman. He would have learned to read and write, mathematics, how to wield a sword, and to defend himself. By 1539, Francisco Vasquez de Coronado y Larraín was governor of the Kingdom of Nueva Galicia. Having heard stories of great wealth to be found in the region, Francisco dispatched Friar Marcos de Niza and Estevanico, otherwise known as Estevan, to explore the area. Estevan would not return, having been killed by the citizens of the Golden City, as described by Niza, who did return. He told of a people called the Zuni, of Sibila, a city of great wealth. When questioned further about the riches of this city, he could only attest to seeing it from a distant hill, but he was convincing in what he claimed to have witnessed. Eager to explore this city himself, and to, of course, expand his own wealth, Francisco put together a twofold expedition party. One consisting of the main bulk of the expedition's supplies, and the other, to travel by land, using Niza's guidance. So convincing was Niza about the golden cities, that Francisco not only borrowed 70,000 pesos, he also pawned his wife's estates, to raise part of the capital for the expedition. The other part was financed by a friend of Francisco, Viceroy Antonio de Mendoza. Francisco was appointed as expedition commander. On February 23, 1540, Francisco Vasquez de Coronado y Larraín, together with 400 European men-at-arms, mainly Spaniards, and 1,300 to 2,000 Mexican Indian supporters, 4 Franciscan monks, which included Juan de Padilla, and Marcos de Niza, newly appointed provincial superior of the Order of Franciscans. Several slaves, native and African, were also in attendance, as well as family members, and personal servants. It would be during this expedition, that Francisco would send out a scouting party to see if they could find the Colorado River. They did find the Colorado River, but were unable to access it. It was situated at the bottom of, what is today, the Grand Canyon, and they were unable to reach the river itself. They made their way back to the main party, to give them the news. Francisco himself may not have discovered the Grand Canyon, but it was as part of his expedition that it was discovered and mapped. After many more miles traveled, the area Niza claimed held the Golden Cities, would turn out to be nothing of the kind. Part, and completely, naked natives would be seen, some welcoming, others hostile. Niza would be ordered back to New Spain, in disgrace. At the end of the journey, Francisco returned to New Mexico. During the journey he would suffer a severe injury, caused by a fall from his horse. Enduring a long convalescence, the expedition party made their way back to New Spain. Although Francisco remained governor of Nueva Galicia, his expedition, nevertheless, was a failure. He was left bankrupt, and would be charged with war crimes. Francisco Vasquez de Coronado y Larraín died of an infectious disease, in Mexico City, on July 21, 1554.